A lot to get to on this election day. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And of course, right now, hundreds of polling places are open across Greenville County and the state.
Of course, and we do want to bring in our correspondent for a breakdown on the important races and what they mean for you. So our correspondent, that's Haley Spittler. What do you have for us this morning?
Yeah, the 2022 midterms are one for the history books. Millions of people across the Carolinas and Georgia have already cast their ballots. South Carolina election officials say the one-day early voting record was broken several times during early voting. And speaking of South Carolina, let's highlight some of the races you can expect to see on the ballot today. The governor's seat is up for grabs. Incumbent Republican Henry McMaster is running for his second full term, facing off against Democrat Joe Cunningham, a former congressman. You're also going to see Bruce Reeves on your ballot today. Now, Cunningham has made promises in his campaign to put term limits on politicians, cut the state income tax, and elect a bipartisan cabinet. McMaster promising to continue raising pay for law officers, teachers, and helping veterans retire. Moving to the South Carolina Senate race, Republican Tim Scott is looking to keep his seat. He's been in the role since 2013, and he's facing off against Democrat Crystal Matthews. Now, she is currently a state representative. We got up with some early voters in Greenville County, and they told us why it was important for everyone to show up to the polls.
Greenville County is a special place, and we want candidates who represent us and what we stand for. We want candidates who will protect parents' rights. We want candidates who will protect individual rights, individual liberties.
I think it's important to vote to make, for everyone to make their voices heard, to express themselves and to have a say in who's leading them, who's representing them in all levels of government.
Now, there are also some huge races for our viewers in Georgia, and really the entire country will be watching these. The first one being for governor, which is a rematch of 2018. Incumbent Republican Brian Kemp, he is facing off again against Democrat Stacey Abrams. Now, when these two last met up, it was an incredibly tight race. Kemp pulling out the victory with 50.2% of the votes. Abrams, to this day, has not conceded to that loss. On this one, you're also going to see Shane Hazel on your ballot. And moving to the Senate in Georgia, this one also a big one. The theme of this midterm is the balance of power. Georgia could be a chance for Republicans to turn a seat red. Democrat Raphael Warnock is looking to win his first full term in the Senate. The preacher won the seat back in 2021 in a special election. Looking to defeat him is Republican Herschel Walker. Now, he's a former NFL player endorsed by former President Donald Trump. And on this one, you're also going to see Chase Oliver. Georgia is just one chance for a seat to be flipped in the Senate. So coming up at 8:30, I have all the details and all other key national races and how they can have an impact on you right here in the Carolinas. As a reminder, polls are open now until 7 p.m. here in South Carolina, and you can still turn in your absentee ballot in person today. And in Greenville County, if you need a ride to the polls, GreenLink buses are waiving fare fees all day today. Rides to polling locations are encouraged, but the fee is waived no matter your destination.
Well, to learn more about each candidate before you head out to the polls, you can go to our website, foxcarolina.com, click on the elections tab, and you'll be able to read about each of the candidates and see live results as they come in tonight.
In a few minutes, we will talk to